One argument that is often presented by people to prove a religion to be true is because the religious text happens to use a term or a particular word. Let me give examples of what I mean. I've come across Muslims on Paltalk who have said, well, since the words Quran, Islam and Muslim appear in the Quran, this proves the religion to be from God. I've seen Roman Catholics misuse the church father Ignatius, where he says, wherever Jesus Christ is, there is the Catholic Church. And I've also seen some misuse the words Kath and Olos in the book of Acts to try and say that their church goes back to the time of the apostles. Jehovah's Witnesses get their name from Isaiah 43:10, but reasons for doing so I do not know. Interestingly, there is an anti-Trinitarian on Paltalk called Saved by Baptism who tries to use Romans 16:16 to say his denomination or cult or whatever he's a part of is in the Bible. He's even asked Matt Slick on his radio program, show me Calvary Chapel in the Bible. To which Matt Slick asked him, show me a car in the Bible. Seriously, when I listened in to the program, I couldn't even contain myself when I was listening to the broadcast. Anyway, what is my point? The argument that is used is a religion must be true because the religious text contains a particular word. When Muslims do it, they try and prove their religion and their text to be true, whereas other groups rely on anachronistic eisegesis to try and find their churches in the Bible. I've said this many times before that the name of a religion appearing in a religious text doesn't prove the religion to be true or even the religious text to be true. I don't even use that argument to prove Christianity at all, despite the fact that the word is used in Antioch as an insult in the book of Acts, and of course Peter in his first epistle talks about suffering as a Christian in 1 Peter 4:16. Muslims go further than the other groups I mentioned and say, well, the word Christian was used by pagans. Jesus didn't authorize it. Jesus never called anyone a Christian. However, this is a non-argument, considering the apostles approved the use of the term Christian, and the title given to the followers of Jesus is not what makes the religion true. That is circular reasoning, and this is not a proof of Christians borrowing from paganism either. I've heard Muslims try and say that since the word Christian was used by the pagans, it proves Christianity is a pagan religion, which is an absurd criteria from the Muslims. It's just my thoughts on a very silly and basically absurd criterion of proving something to be true. And I think people will agree with me that this is irrational as well. And Muslims, when they use this argument, they are assuming what they have yet to prove. They assume the Quran is from God, but that burden of proof is on them. Again, as I said before, just because the name of a religion appears in a religious text, that doesn't prove the religion is from God in any way, shape or form. This is something for all of you who are watching this to think about. Thanks for watching.